of a man, of a fictional character called Darryl Bastard, and he is a football hooligan .com millionaire, and he's written a book called Pie and Peas for the Gov, and then in brackets the Darryl Bastard story, and then in double brackets, which don't even exist in the English language, but he thinks they do because he's a prick. Terrace Tales from the Hooligan Zoo. Here we go. This is the introduction. I'll sing it in his accent. Say it in his accent. Right. My name's Darryl Bastard, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of putting my head in advice.com. While not surfing the web, my free time is spent engaged in a variety of hobbies which are listed below. Football hooliganism, the Spurs, competition eating, bird watching, and Krav Maga, which for those of you who don't know, is ground fighting. From time to time, no matter whether the sun is shining or the rain is hacking down, I get angry, frustrated, and sometimes very upset with the general level of bother that comes my way, trying to go about my daily business. Throughout these pages, you will find detailed accounts of how my emotions have had a profound and sometimes catastrophic effect on myself and my surroundings. When Puffin first commissioned my book, Pie and Peas for the Gov, I toyed with the idea of writing a simple chronological biography detailing my journey from its humble beginnings to where I am today. I've instead decided to break the mould and start you readers off with a little event that happened to me just yesterday. Hopefully it will illustrate the kind of man I am. Enjoy. Fedor and the Spurs, my rocks, the only things that matter. Darryl Bastard. Chapter 1. Dog shit. 6 a.m. and the alarm bell howls. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur, as I awake from dreams of venting my spleens on the terraces. My senses are aroused by the smell of egg and bacon being cooked lovingly by my wife, Dor. I sit up, step into my slippers, and make my way to the shitter. Shortly after getting comfortable on my porcelain throne, like clockwork, Dor knocks on the door and enters to bring me in my full English breakfast and morning papers. All was going well. Fry up as ever, delicious. Papers as ever, informative and educational. My bowels, in contrast, were not behaving in their usual fashion. I feared it may have had something to do with the 48 pickled eggs I'd eaten the night before at a comp in Chigwell. Fuck it, I muttered to myself, knowing full well that this sort of side effect is to be expected in the topsy-turvy world of competitive eating. With that, I pulled up my trousers and let rip a bellowing belch from my windpipe to let the world know that Darryl Bastard would not be put off this minor blip and would be attending work today and putting my head in a vice.com. Another routine joy of mine is... Sorry, I shouldn't... No, let's do this now. Another routine joy of mine is my morning fag en route to the local train station. A chance to contemplate what the forthcoming day will bring, or drift nostalgically into my past. No sooner had I taken my first drag when the need to shit gripped my guts like a vice. It was coming in all its gruesome glory, ready to fire out my arse like a cannon. Oh fuck! What is a man to do? My first thought was to pop into the local cafe and ask politely if I could use their latrine. Morning, I need to take a crap desperately, I bellowed at the young girl behind the counter. She flinched and immediately called the police, while the remaining patrons joined forces to kick me out of the door. What is the world coming to, I thought to myself, as I stood in the street glaring at the frightened faces that remained in the establishment. I caught a glimpse of myself in the shop front window. I was a monster, a fat bald monster. It's their fucking fault. They created me, the goody two-shoes, stare down the nose cunts. I'll give them a story to remember me by, the fuckers, I thought to myself. With that, I pulled down my jogging bottoms, perched myself on the dog shit bin, and calmly read the paper as I unleashed my wretchedness. Fuck you, world. The name's Bastard. Darryl Bastard. And don't you forget it, I screamed at the sky. The police arrived while I was wiping my arse on a picture of Prince Harry's face. Excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Said the policewoman. I'm curling one out, officer, I said to her in an intimidating tone I usually reserve for dock fighting. You are aware this is a public right of way, said her male colleague. Yes, I am. Are you aware that on this road there is not a single public latrine, I informed him. Are you also aware that you're a fucking cunt? I added. My offensive behaviour led immediately to my arrest. And before I could say Chris Waddle, I was being bundled into the back of a meat wagon by two pigs. For a second, I thought about engaging them in combat. But you have to pick your battles in this life, and this wasn't worth the effort. I sat in my cell, thinking long and hard about my outbursts, and wondered what my hero Gary Mabbott would have done. Now Mabbott was never a man of flair, but he was an unsung hero. First to the training ground, last in the showers, racing Romford. Good lad. I remember welling up once, watching him break Carlton Palmer's legs in a pre-season friendly. It was a beautiful off-the-ball, two-footed studs-up challenge, a skill rarely seen in today's game. Now, I've never been one to applaud a villain, but I must admit that I do have a soft spot for the professional foul. And fouling was my speciality back in the day when I was a player. That's right, but you wouldn't think it, but me, Fat Darryl Bastard, used to play centre-back for Tottenham Hale Athletic 15. They were the days, waking up steaming drunk from the night before, having a shower with the lads and kicking some cunt in the shins as hard as I could, for no good reason. It was a time when life was simple, where a referee would turn a blind eye to horrendous violence and men weren't afraid of having a good old-fashioned punch-up. Now, if I'm honest, arcing tackling and passing the ball were definitely not my forte, but leading the boys in an 11v11 full-blown pitch brawl was something I took to like a duck to water. Hackney Marshes, Edmonton, London Fields, I fought on them all, and it was on those fields of battle that I first felt truly alive. Now I know there's probably a few of you out there reading this and thinking about putting the book down. Perhaps because you disagree with my moral standpoint, or that you aren't interested in men punching each other in the face. But mark my words, the art of fighting is a barbaric beauty whose recent lack of public celebration and understanding has led to many men and women wandering the earth feeling inadequate and lost. This leads me to my first reminisce. In the late 80s, my hooligan activities led to me being banned from every single football club in Europe. Fortunately for me, our friends across the Atlantic were no strangers to a fixture. So I packed my things and made my way to the USA. And it was there that I met a true fighting legend, perhaps the greatest warrior I've ever known.